Hi there. Today is the 24th of February 2022 and I'm driving the Skoda Slavia, the brand new Skoda Slavia. This is the 1 litre TSI engine. Earlier today I drove the 1.5 TSI with the manual gearbox. This 1 litre is equipped with a 6-speed torque converter automatic. And it's been great fun to drive. Now I cannot compare the two engines on the car because the embargo on the 1.5 is only lifted on the 3rd of March. But I'll give you some facts from the other cars that feature this engine on this platform. The MQB A0iN platform that the Slavia is on are the Skoda Kushan and the Volkswagen Taygun, where the 1.5 litre engine is actually slightly more economical, but the 1.5 litre engine will obviously cost more. Now this will obviously be the big seller for Skoda. Now let's look at some things. This is a very attractive looking car. I really like the looks of the car. I mean, the crystalline headlights, the tail lights, the lettering. It's also not a small car. This is bigger than the first generation Skoda Octavia. It also shows how cars have sort of been growing over the years. So it's a really pretty looking car. There's certain things I'm not a fan of. So let's start with, I don't like those little chrome bits on the door handles. This plastic out here, usually this top plastic on most cars has some give. This plastic feels, I don't know, I don't like it terribly all that much. The screen quality is very good. The colors on the reverse camera felt a bit off, but I'm sure that can be changed with adjustment. Overall, there are far too many plastic types over here. There's one plastic here, one plastic here. I don't know the meaning of this copper. Again, I'm not a big fan of the digital display because you only get one dial if you go to a dial mode. Where you see one dial, I've got my music going, or the other dial which has a rev counter and the speedo. Because there's a lot of blank space on the sides of this instrument cluster, which honestly to me make little or no sense. Now, what I do like about the car is its drivability. It's a wonderful car to drive. It's a genuinely fun, wait, let's just search back for the hotel now. It's a genuinely good fun car. It's got a lot of ability because it handles fabulously well. It's got excellent ride quality and excellent handling. I mean, that is the biggest aspect of this car. Whether it's a 1.5 or whether it's a 1 litre, it has excellent handling. It's definitely the best handling in its class. It's going up against the Honda City, both the 4th and 5th generation Honda City, the Hyundai Verna, as well as the Maruti Ciaz. Excellent handling. I mean, this is a very nice car for drivers. If you like driving, you really enjoy driving this particular car. But there are a few negatives. Now this 1 litre TSI engine that provides 115 PS of power is slightly thirsty, and if you're watching this today being the 24th of February, a few hours ago Vladimir Putin's troops invaded Ukraine. That has led to global crude prices going up. You know, it's a certainty that on the day the last vote is cast in Uttar Pradesh, which is the 7th of March, petrol prices in India are almost certain to rise. There are no two ways around that. Petrol prices will rise. And this particular car, I mean, of course, I have driven it very enthusiastically along with other people I've been sharing the car with. But, you know, it's only giving me about 8 kilometers a litre, and I'm not going to say that that is a true figure. I'm sure if I drove this car with less leaden right foot, I can stretch it out to maybe, you know, 12, 13, 14 kilometers a litre. But, you know, in a time when petrol will probably cost 120, 125, maybe even 150 by the end of the year, that sort of fuel economy is not going to cut it. Really not going to cut it. and that's the biggest problem. I mean, this is a great car. It's a great driving car. I love it. It's a great looking car. It's definitely amazing that Skoda and Volkswagen are bringing in sedans. I mean, in the flood and of SUVs we see in virtually every segment, it's awesome that we see a sedan now. But a petrol-powered sedan right now, I don't know. I mean, do leave your thoughts and comments. Have recent events made petrol a thing of the past? Can we afford such enthusiastic, cars? Can anybody? I mean, this is an enthusiastic car. Make no mistakes about it. Even the 1 liter TSI Slavia is a very enthusiastic car. It's a great driver's car. A couple of other notes of things I don't like. I already mentioned this little copper thing and the fact that the digital cluster is got a bit of wasted space on the sides. Again, we said these plastics aren't great. I don't like this wireless charger. The wireless charger, and it's got wireless Apple CarPlay, even though right now, if you can see, I've got it connected to a USB-C cable. They've got USB-C connectors, 2 in front, 2 at the rear. Also rear legroom, very good rear legroom. It compares very favorably to the Honda City indeed. But again, we are living in petrol's last hurrah, and would I recommend, if you have the money and you can buy petrol, because petrol, I'm saying, I'm not kidding you when I say petrol will hit 150 rupees unless the government reduces taxes. And when petrol hits 150 rupees, it's going to have some sort of impact on inflation as well. I mean, will you drive less or will you buy diesel? I know the Volkswagen Group is to blame for their own predicament. I mean, Dieselgate was their creation. It is because of Dieselgate that we don't see any Volkswagen diesels in India anymore, whether it's an Audi or a Skoda. Oops, I was supposed to go there? Was I supposed to go back? No, I was supposed to go back. Alright, so I mean, it's as you can see, the colors on this seem a bit off on the reversing camera. I'm sure we can adjust that through our settings, and I will. But it's definitely been a fun car to drive. But would you buy a petrol SUV, or would you wait a couple of years for a good EV to come onto the market and buy that instead? Do leave your thoughts and comments below. Do be sure to subscribe to this video, and if you do subscribe to this channel, and if you do subscribe, be sure to press the bell icon. It could really do with the help. I come out with videos about automotive, about cars and aviation and other content. We can even do a video on the Russia-Ukraine thing one day once you get a bit more certainty about it. But yes, do be sure to like this video. Really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it.